What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome to a very special video where we take a look at how on earth did Leicester City become Premier League champions from being bottom of the table, 7 points from safety on April the 3rd in 2015 to become 7 points clear and Premier League champions. On May the 2nd, they became Premier League champions. Let me know what do you think about this incredible fairy tale story. Is this the biggest achievement in English football? Is this the biggest underdog story in world sport? What is your opinion on this? Let me know in the comments below and I will take a look at how this happened, how did they do it, and I will basically do a season review with lots of interesting stats and articles. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you leave a like on this video, and I'm really looking forward to reading your comments. So let's get straight into the season review. What makes this title win from Leicester City even more special and more incredible is this that you can see. This is April 3rd, 2015, the bottom 6 of the Premier League table. And as you can see, Leicester are bottom of the table. All the football pundits said that they are dead and buried, that they are gone, they are relegated, but they put together an incredible winning run, 7 wins out of the 9 games. So what you can see on the screen is Leicester City's results last season. So as you can see, obviously the green is the victories, the yellow is the draws, and the red is the defeats. And as you can see, they lost a hell of a lot of games, and the league table that I showed was after the Tottenham-Leicester game. And as you can see, they only won 4 games all season up until April the 4th. Just 4 games. And they lost a hell of a lot of games. But look at that run that they did from April the 4th until the end of the season. 7 victories in 9 games. They only lost to Chelsea. Incredible. What came after last season is even more incredible. They just kept winning. They collected, I think, close to 100 points in the calendar year in the last 365 days, which is just remarkable. This is the incredible turnaround that I was talking about, guys. April 3rd, bottom 7 points from safety. April 3rd, 1 year later, top 7 points clear, and they are still 7 points clear because Tottenham failed to win yesterday. And here is how the Premier League table finished last season. So in the end, Leicester finished in a very respectable 14th place, and Ranieri, when he got appointed, everybody, including Gary Lineker, was questioning him. Lineker is a big Leicester fan. He used to play for Leicester City, and he said, Claudio Ranieri, really? On Twitter. And yeah, they targeted 40 points. And now we look at this season's results, and compared to last season's results, look at this, guys. They have only lost 3 games all season, and they have won an incredible amount of games. And as you can see, the start that they had was just absolutely amazing. Only Arsenal twice and Liverpool have beaten Leicester City, and no other big team have beaten them. And everybody was saying that Leicester's bubble will burst, but as you can see, in the big matches, they came up big. I think up until maybe Christmas, New Year, not a lot of teams took Leicester seriously. Even though they were in the top 4, they were top of the league sometimes, they still went gung-ho, and Leicester just sat back, soaked up the pressure, and hit teams on the counter-attack. And after teams started, taking notice of Leicester, it was too late. They were already in a very, very good position. But I think what made them champions is winning in some of the big games. They have beaten Chelsea at home. They have beaten Liverpool at home. They have won against Manchester City away in February. And when they lost to Arsenal in the last minute, everybody was saying that they will falter, but in the next game they won in the 90th minute against Norwich. So as you can see, yeah, in the 89th minute, Ulloa scored a winner against Norwich City. And then they just kept grinding out 1-0 victories. As you can see, they got 4 1-0 wins in a row. And one of the key ingredients to Leicester City's season was that they have two match winners who both had the best season of their whole lives. Riyad Mahrez, who was just crowned the player of the season with 17 goals and I think 11 assists or something like that. He had 8 match winner goals. So all on his own he won 8 matches, and Jamie Vardy, who used to play for conference and non-league football, he used to play for conference side Fleetwood Town, and just 5 years later he's now the second top scorer in the Premier League, and he scored 22 goals and he scored 6 match winners, which is just absolutely incredible in my opinion. And here are the results after the Premier League defeat against Arsenal. They bounced back brilliantly, and this was the run that what I was talking about. A lot of very good 1-0 victories. It's very difficult to keep clean sheets in the Premier League. And here are some stats about Leicester City. This is their first league title in the club's 132-year history. They are the first new champions for 38 years. So this is the first time in 38 years that a club who has never won the league title before wins the league title in England. They are 13 places and 36 points better than last season. They basically almost doubled their points tally. They finished on 41 points, and they could still finish on 82 points or even more. Started the season as 5,000 to 1 favorites for the title. They were just 3 to 1 favorites to get relegated at the beginning of the season. So nobody expected this. And Claudio Ranieri, he has been a manager for 28 years and he has never won a top flight league title in his career. He was a Greece manager before he became Leicester manager, and with Greece he lost to Fishermen, to Faroe Islands, a non-professional football team. And now he becomes a Leicester City manager and wins the Premier League title in his first season. Robert Huth was the only previous Premier League champion, and what is also remarkable about this is that most of their players are reject players. Here you can see on the screen more stats about Leicester's Premier League campaign and how they compare to the average statistics of a Premier League, of previous Premier League champions. And what is the most incredible about this Leicester City team is most of their players are, you know, rejects of other clubs. Robert Huth was sold by Stoke City. Riyad Mahrez was bought for only 300k. That's nothing in Premier League football. You can't even get a young player nowadays for 300k. And Mark Albrighton, for example, he was an Aston Villa reject. Aston Villa, who got relegated by a country mile. And also their wage bill is, I think, 17th in the Premier League. Their whole squad is worth like maybe 2 Man City players, you know. Sterling and Aguero, for example. Sterling and De Bruyne. You can buy the whole Leicester City squad for the price of Raheem Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne, and that just shows. And Man City are, you know, in 4th place, way behind Leicester City. So this is what blows my mind. And here you can see Leicester's meteoric rise and their Premier League history. They have been, before they got promoted last season, they have been in the Premier League only in 2004, and as you can see, they never finished higher than 8th place, but most of the time they finished, you know, in the bottom half of the table. As you can see, a couple of 10th placed finishes. And also wanted to show you all the scorers of Leicester City. You can see it on the screen. Ulloa has 6 goals, Mahrez has 17 goals, 4 penalties. And as you can see, Mahrez scored 12 goals away from home and just 5 at home. That's incredible. Not many players score more than twice as many goals as Riyad Mahrez. Vardy has 22 goals. And yeah, as you can see, some of their defenders have been chipping in. Robert Huth and Wes Morgan have scored priceless, very important goals. And Okazaki and Ulloa, when Vardy was suspended or when Mahrez was off form, sometimes Ulloa and Okazaki stepped up, and even though they only scored 5 and 6 goals respectively. That doesn't seem much, but in the grand scheme of things, those goals won valuable points. For example, that last minute winner against Norwich City by Usual, just to make one example. And they have a points per game tally of 2.14, and all the other big clubs should ask themselves, how on earth could they explain with spending all that money to get nowhere near Leicester City? Because apart from Tottenham, who to be fair didn't spend as much money as the likes of Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal, no other big club got even close to Leicester City, and that's just an incredible achievement. So anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to make it as fun and informative as possible. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, leave a like if you enjoyed this. See you later guys, goodbye.